I like some pussy before I die.
We are good.
Oh, was that recorded?
All right. Hey, what's up? This is Joel Morris. Welcome to the first ever The World Ends on Monday podcast. Once again, like I said, let's rewind that. Let's do it. Yo, what's up? Welcome to the first ever World Ends on Monday podcast. I'm your host, Joel Morris.
You the host now. Okay, it's really the third take, but it's your boy Louis the 15th. Oh. And this your other host, Louis the 15th.
And this is your other host, Walter Riddle.
For real. So, man.
Let's just get straight to the shits, bro. Why we here?
I mean, not even that, like, you know what I'm saying? So we gonna talk about it for a second, like, you know, like, why a podcast, right, y'all?
Right.
Yeah.
Why are we doing what every other person is doing right now?
Because it's popular.
Because
it's popular, but I also feel like, man, honestly, it's because every other person is doing it. Like,
facts.
It's just something that I feel like the modern day artists can't really go without.
That's true, but I feel we have stronger opinions than some of these other podcasts out here.
Oh, we're going to get into some shit, but, you know, it's take one,
like
right?
We are...
Save it for, like, episode 2, 3.
Like, we're worth it. We know we're worth it.
Episode 20.
Damn. You going to make it that long?
Yeah, we're going to make it that long. I think we want to go once a week. I think we should start this one out. Let's talk about ourselves a little bit.
Yeah.
As if niggas care, but...
You know, I'm definitely Joel Morris.
I heard.
Local filmmaker from the DMV.
Word up.
Just trying to make it. Struggling artist. We all know the picture.
You know.
Right.
You know.
Sound like a therapy session.
I mean,
it's
shit.
basically.
It is, yo. It is, honestly. I just feel like a podcast can turn into anything at any time.
Exactly.
Just people having a conversation. That's one of the fun things about it. Like I said, so, yeah.
All right.
Walt?
All right, fine. Since you don't want to go, I'm a local actor, DMV, RVA, Baltimore, all over the place. Hopefully soon to be in New York. But yeah, I'm struggling artist, all in the same. But I got goals, and I know I'm going to achieve them. And yeah, that's just got to get up and go. You know.
Yeah,
Are you gonna put the deep voice on now?
Yeah,
yeah, I know.
Nah, I primarily.
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 You
Right.
don't get that close to the mic either.
Yeah, I should know this. Yeah, I mostly do like voiceovers, and you know, I draw, so I guess you could call me a graphic artist. Third struggling artist out the bunch, you know what I'm saying? Trying to move out my mama crib, you know what I'm saying? So everybody got a place. Holla at your boy. DMV.
I mean, I live with my peoples, but it was not necessarily living at my mama's crib.
Yeah.
I'm going to be real. They live with me. I pay most of the bills at this point.
Yeah,
I mean? They just roommates at this point.
So, like, there is a couple of things I did want to talk about this week. We had a kind of like, you know, there's been a lot of stuff going on this week.
Yeah.
Primarily on social media. I don't even know if stuff happens in life now, or if it's just
right.
on social media.
Well,
what is life?
Social media is the validation that life happened.
Facts, which is sad.
Right, but it's sad. Because something you can literally tell somebody something, but like if it doesn't come up on the timeline like ever, it's almost like your validity is watered down because who else saw it?
You're right. Like if it wasn't on the gram, did it really happen?
Yeah, man.
Yo, what's some wild shit that happened? Because it's like, second to last day of Black History Month? What's some wild shit that happened during Black History Month? Everything.
God,
man.
Hey, man, no. It was the 40-pound suit that I decided to put on as I walked down with...
I need to see
deny it.
I
ain't gonna have D-Smoke come out with you, too. With
bro... Man, he put black people on his back.
Man,
that's what weighed him down during the fight. He should have walked out solo. He should have walked out.
Honestly,
you know what it was, man. He was in his. I'm here for my people bag, and really, he still needed to be. I'm here for me bag.
Yeah.
Like you should have walked out to some hardcore Griselda.
Yo, right.
D-Smoke is conscious. You don't need to be in that space. You about to go
fight. You about to go
Black
like
History Month.
when there are certain
you be bronze bomber.
There are certain people within Black society that we allow just to be the massive nigga that they can be.
Hold on, so
like,
you trying to tell me that this nigga wore a 40-pound suit for the people?
Yeah.
Nah, son.
Yeah.
That nigga, that's all him for real.
He's trying to pawn that off on us, though.
That's definitely what he was claiming.
Yeah.
He was trying to claim that because it's like, I mean, he wore it for, he did. Like, when you have Harriet Tubman, Malcolm X in the background.
Yeah, no, he playing,
Martin Luther playing in the visual behind you as you
whoever made that PowerPoint.
D Smoke spitting the most conscious black music he could possibly spit on the mic, walking in front of you, and everybody's wearing all black. Black History Month. You're fighting white Tyson Fury. Like, he knew the optics of everything, and he leaned into it. And what I'm saying was, I remember the announcer saying before the match started, Deonte's just feeling a lot of love in his heart. He just wants that love to spread across the arena tonight. I'm like, no, nigga. You're the Bronze Bomber. You went on the Breakfast Club and said you trying to catch bodies in the ring.
Yeah.
You needed to come in on that. It's just me and him thing.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
Yeah.
when you do all that extra shit, now you trying to get the big hit. So every nigga be like, we told you.
No. I want you to be a nigga in the street. And then like he not only did he smack your girl's ass, he spit where you were standing and he flicked you off. Like, I need you to be mad. Yeah. I need you to be mad, and I need you to be ignorant when you get in there, so that when you fake him with the left, you go come right down with your right.
Yeah. Or at least, you're just going to be aware that you're in there with another killer.
Yeah. That's another thing too. Like, he didn't look prepared.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, when we get in our black excellence bag, we be feeling undefeatable.
Oh,
right.
Yeah,
you know, niggas have taken many a L in America.
Yeah.
You're right.
You know, I kind of looked at it like as a parable for Black America versus white supremacy. Black America oftentimes will have this punching power. You know, this ability to do amazing athletic things or spur of the moment reactionary things.
Mm-hmm.
And very often you need to understand that you need to be like a tactician in the way you approach certain things.
Mm-hmm.
And we often don't do that because we have the ability to just out jump people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, you needed to be a LeBron in there. You needed to be cerebral the way you see the game.
Yeah.
Because Tyson was whooping your ass.
Oh, yeah.
And that was just like one of those things of like, yeah, man, because like I said, when you put all those optics to it, to me, I can't help but draw those parallels to it. And I think that's just, as black people, we kind of just add that in there for extra flavor. That's part of our entertainment and watching shit like this.
I feel you. And I would just simply sum it up as like, yo, niggas be focused too much on optics sometimes. Like, first black president, like, but what did we do after that nigga got in, like, and I'm not like on no like super blackity black shit just because it's Black History Month. But that nigga was way too focused on the optics of him coming in a 40-pound mask. Nigga, where you get a 40-pound mask?
I mean, it was the whole suit, but
the whole suit?
There's the whole suit, 40 pounds.
Nah, he bugging, man. We ain't need all that.
But
40 pounds though.
Yeah,
I was
we
thinking
that,
about
dog.
that. What my intro music would be if I were to go to a prize fight.
Okay. That's a nice little segue.
And I was really thinking like, yo, like is it gonna be something that like makes me like feel good, like just personally, or is it gonna be something that
I got my song
like
ready.
tears, like terror into my opponent. And I finally came up with "Keep Dealing" by Pusha T.
Okay.
Because it's a nice steady bass line, but it sounds mean from the beginning. But it's like a sinister mean. Like everything is it's low and then it's punchy.
I'll take that.
Yeah.
Damn, nigga put way more thought. I was gonna go with
What I would walk out to.
Right. Yeah. So that's something that y'all can think about for next time.
Oh,
I got mine right now.
Oh, you got yours
Next
right
time.
now?
What's
Okay.
up,
All right.
wanna
Since
go?
you're so swift.
I ain't put that much thought into it, but I would love to come into the ring to Bryson Tiller's "Sorry Not Sorry." I just like the way that, first of all, I just like the way it's like fight.
Yeah, but something like it just
sounds
Street
like
Fighter.
It just
music.
sounds like some shit like Static Shock or like some dope black superhero would come out to, and the beat slap.
like he's arrived type music.
Right.
Yeah,
like, yo, nigga,
yeah.
I'm here. That's it.
I got you. I guess for me, you know what? I would have to take it back to "Savage Life" by Boosie and Webby.
Okay.
God damn. Like,
Just
what a
Hey.
throwback.
like I'm just saying, man. Like we taking it back to when niggas was in that type of space mentally.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it had to be.
Damn. Is it Thursday? What a throwback.
Yeah, man.
You're whack.
Y'all named some pretty older tracks.
Nah, my shit wasn't that old.
Not ancient, but my joint's ancient.
Yeah,
music,
like the way it's going right now.
Dusty.
Yeah, it's yikes. Yo, I saw. Speaking about music, I saw a meme that said, "One gotta go." It was Cushion Orange Juice, No Ceilings.
Fuck out of here.
More About Nothing, and then I can't remember the last.
Wasn't there like
one.
a Big Sean mixtape on there too?
I can't remember,
about.
but it was basically like 4 like classic mixtapes, you know, like just one gotta go. I'm like, damn,
First
man.
to your name ain't going nowhere.
No Ceiling.
Oh, No Ceilings not going up. Yeah, no,
That was
No
the
Ceilings
soundtrack to
can't
every
go
house
to.
party.
Like,
Now we
cool.
put it up.
Time.
If we put No Ceilings up against his other mixtape, No Ceilings, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, because you know, I was never really a Wayne fan until No Ceilings.
Word.
Where the hell
Yeah.
you been?
That's the joint where he kills the ice cream beat, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The mixtape.
And that
Yeah,
Wagga
I'm all over
Wagga
this
joint.
ice cream beat like sprinkles.
Nasty.
This nigga Wayne is dumb.
Man, there was.
I wanted to do like this thing where there's like we take a little Wayne bar and just apply it to everyday things.
No, you really
Like
can.
what's the one line he had? And he was like, I got 8 bathrooms I can shit all day, nigga. Like that's just genuinely, you could just show a nigga in his house shitting in every bathroom.
Yeah, like you really could.
I'm all over this ice cream beat. Like they have this nigga putting sprinkles on it. And then he's like, repetition is the father of learning, which is just a bar I keep in my heart.
Like
it really is, yo.
It's also facts.
Yeah,
It's facts.
man. But it's incredible because he had these literal classic bars, and the reason why they're so beautiful is because they're so simple in their effect. Yeah. Like, you know, because mine is, you know, Real G's moving sounds like lasagna.
Of course.
It's just like, of course, like how genius is that line? Like
That is pretty.
how genius is it? You know. Yeah. But now it's.
Let's not forget.
No, he even has a better one in 6 for 7 foot to me, where he's like, what is it?
Don't ask us what that background music is. But
He said, Father Time, Mother Nature.
Oh.
Fuck the family picture.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, man. He's like, where the fuck the family picture? I was like, I don't
Wayne
know.
is-
Yo, the Wayne bar, I think everybody's gonna agree. When that nigga Wayne, we was like 14, 15, 16. When that nigga Wayne said, better wear a latex, because you don't want that latex. That I think I'm latex. Bro, 14-year-old me was like,
Yeah.
what?
Well, see, that's the really funny thing, because by that time I was deep into Lupe, and I was just like, America's a lie. We need to buy our own land. Fuck the white people. Like it was. Yeah,
I was not even having sex when that line came out.
Lupe really.
Play the Cool is still one of my top 5 albums all time.
Oh man, yeah.
Yeah, I got that in my top 5. But I mean, it's back to Wayne. Have y'all heard his new joint?
Funeral, I have not.
I heard a few. I heard
I heard a couple of joints. I don't know, with him and like with all the artists I grew up listening to religiously, but drop shit. I was like, nigga, I heard everything from you,
Bro, like
that-
what else?
That's the brilliance of Jay-Z now. Like I'm truly
Exactly,
understanding
bro.
the brilliance of Jay-Z.
It is.
Yeah.
I haven't heard M's latest joint, Eminem.
I have.
I've heard like a track or two.
Yeah.
I get the lyrical assault,
Yes.
and when you tried to do some political, like black boy from the last, it just didn't sound right. I just think it was a bad type of track. Like for me, I would just not so much give me music that mirrors our experience because you know it so well because you've been around us your whole life. Right. I would just prefer to have like that. What is that underlying perspective behind your bars of I made more music from black. I made more money from black music than Elvis.
Yes.
Like I would want to know what
Yes.
introspective lines you can have that dissect those type of bars that you've given us over your career.
Absolutely.
Like, you know, and like I said, man, it's like maybe I don't know because I understand, bro. You're a lyricist. You're top 5 all time. You might honestly, in terms of technical skills, be the best to ever fucking do it. I don't know. And like from Wayne, for me, it's like I've heard every wordplay, bro.
I done heard this nigga talk about having sex with 2 women like 1,000 different times. Like,
you know what I would like to hear from Wayne
So many things,
bro,
is
he's still coming up with things that mean.
I want to hear him talk about the relationship that he has with his daughter in social media right now.
not happening.
You know, or at least like because I mean I know it's probably not gonna happen, but still like he grew up, you know, in the limelight essentially, and then his daughter definitely did, you know. So it's like how, you know, how he adjusted, you know, being a parent, you know, with all these caveats around him.
The fact that like we haven't gotten these types of things, this introspective level, shows me that like when Jay-Z gave us a Big Pimpin', he was consciously dumbing it down.
Yeah,
you know, because like the ability to give you the song Gotta Cry Cause I Don't Cry, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, he's been there, and he'll even say it when people were acting like 444 was something new from him.
Yeah,
he would tell them in interviews, he'd be like, no, I've been giving you pieces of this my whole career, songs like this my whole career.
Yeah,
and I don't know, I guess like when you get these elder statesmen in hip hop, like I think that there's just something there. Like for instance, I've noticed I just listened to the G Herbo joint today. G Herbo's got a lot better, man.
Really?
Yeah, a lot
Kudos,
better.
man.
Yeah, that's good.
Kudos,
that's good.
Like,
Cause he's been burning for a while. When it was him and what's that one boy? Dirk, right? Yeah.
But growth is there.
Yeah.
Like, you can see growth from project to project, and I guess at some moment, like once we just get over the impeccable nature of their talent, Eminem, Lil Wayne, people like that. What else is there, bro?
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Like new kid from Chicago, Saba.
Saba Piven.
Man, he is incredible, man.
He killed low key, maybe even high key. He got Cole on Sacrifices at the end of Revenge of the Dreamers 3.
Oh, see,
Saba got Cole.
Honestly, my favorite verse on that project is Deonte Hitchcock on PTSD. Like it's the second to last song. It's the second to last song. Like what? Yo, because I was just it's yo.
But I was only thinking because Cole's not on that one.
No, he's not.
And every joint Cole got on, he was
eating. Yeah.
But I was like, when I heard Sacrifices, Saba's right before him.
Oh no, because Saba's a beast, Saba, man.
I'm listening, and then I'm just like, and Cole even he ended his verse crying.
Yeah.
You know, he got a baby on the way and stuff. I was like, Cole, this Saba came through, bro.
Yeah, man. Like, but Saba's he's always been that one artist that I've admired because he has talked about his life. His first mixtape I heard from him, he was like, "Yo, I just dropped out of college and I really don't know what I'm doing." And then his most recent one, he has one song where he says, "I'm not mad at God, I just can't get out of bed." You know, it's like, and he talks about his friend's murder. You know, and how he just has his friend's obituary on his on his wall. And I'm like, yo, like those are real, like strong feelings, and like he's trying to navigate, and you hear it through the music too. You know, it gets and it's heavy, but it's beautiful. Yeah.
I gotta check out Saba more then.
Yeah, man.
Saba's dope, yo.
Yeah, and Saba's real dope. It's like
I heard Royce Allegory yet?
that's a lot. I'm not gonna lie, it's a lot.
I have not gotten to that. I will though, because I really like Royce. You know what I'm saying?
It's probably his best project.
I listened to maybe the first like 2-3 songs, and it reminded me a lot of Undone by The Roots. Yeah, how like this. It's that album came out maybe 2015, 2016 or so.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's there's a larger story that's being told over the entire album, and each song is it's just a piece of that larger story.
Well, he was on the Breakfast Club. He said I left this album as disjuncted as my thoughts were while I was making it.
Yeah.
Like, as I think of these things as a Black American, he was saying, I don't have a cohesive, comprehensive understanding of everything that happens or has happened. So I try to just leave that window of what the fuck is he really talking about on here open. I can get that,
Yeah.
A lot of these thoughts just come across our mind, and it's not like defined. We just like kind of fucked up over there.
Yeah. Like it's real funny, but how the Black experience is very collective at times. Yeah. The new Candyman trailer.
Oh.
All right.
Now you talking about some heat.
All right. So I found two things very, very interesting, and if y'all haven't seen the Candyman trailer, this is I don't know what day this is, but y'all should have seen the Candyman trailer by now. Bruh.
I knew he didn't see it.
I don't watch TV. I just be in my own world.
TV,
like,
This was
YouTube. This is TV. I don't even be on my phone like that.
Word.
I really just been in like my own
it was
world.
everywhere. It was literally like I saw it, missed it, and still caught it.
Fuck with horror movies though.
That's another thing.
Oh yeah, no, this but two things that really jumped out at me.
Reminded me of you, Walt.
Man, Yaya.
Fuck the mics.
Oh my bad. I'm sorry. Because Yaya Abdul Mateen II, all right, I researched this man, all right, graduated from Yale, 2018. He is Ghanaian, I believe, or is he? No, I think he's Nigerian. Anyways, he's West African. I know that much. He was in Aquaman. He was in that wonderful episode on Black Mirror. He's been a couple other when I mean I saw him and I'm just like, yo, that's me. Like if we could be brothers in a movie, legit.
This man look like.
They reminded me of your energy too.
Yeah, man.
Who? What's his name?
Yaya Abdul Mateen.
Kind of like the opening shot reminded me of the shot from Woken the Bridge. I think it's either you at the end with the barber chair. That energy. That's what I'm talking about. That one screen, the way it was framed. I was like, this could be Walt.
Yeah, man.
I literally thought that, and it's kind of like it looks like he's a photographer.
Yeah, that and it's around Detroit.
That's what I'm saying. And it's kind of like because Chris was a photographer in Get Out.
Yeah.
And Jordan Peele produces this one. So I'm kind of like,
is that a motif of his?
I don't know if it's a motif necessarily, but I think it's just. I don't know, man. You don't see because photographers oftentimes the characters in horror movies for some weird reason. Like Adam in Saw was a photographer.
Really?
Adam in Saw was a photographer. Yeah, because you remember. I don't know if you remember Saw, but in the movie,
I don't remember the first one.
Adam, the dude who woke up in the tub in the first one, is also the guy who wrote the film in real life. And his character in that was hired to follow the doctor who cut his joint off at the end, his foot. He was hired to follow him from his wife to catch him cheating. So that's actually how they all ended up in that scenario together. But he was a photographer, and then Bradley Cooper in Midnight Meat Train, he played a city photographer. So photographers are oftentimes put as characters in like horror movies, but they're not black.
Yeah.
So I think that's true. Sort of like, I don't know. I think it's more necessarily the freedom that is associated with that. Meaning you can. That's why I kind of made Reed a photographer. Is because just the freelance nature of it, where you could possibly end up on a job. Or your vision where it could possibly take you at any moment. I think just making people artists. Kind of going through like even the photograph that just recently came out. I think.
Yeah, Issa Rae.
You want to see that joint tomorrow?
Yeah,
that's what's up. Lakeith Stanfield in that. I think he plays like a author or at least a journalist who writes about black art.
Yeah.
And then I think Issa Rae's a curator.
And her mother was the photographer.
Her mother's art.
Okay. And
he's asking her questions about it.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I got from the trailer. I haven't seen the movie though.
Yeah. Not yet.
I'm not shy about that though.
Yeah, but the two things that I saw from the black community is one, everybody noticed from the trailer, I was like, oh, Candyman, don't say his name, and the first thing you see in the trailer, people saying his name is all these white girls.
Sound about right.
Like immediately, it's like it's like don't say Candyman's name.
That in the comment section.
Bow. These white girls, saying his name.
It's like who would say it.
Right.
And as soon as it's like, who would do that?
Yeah, he's like, oh yeah,
something like that. And then they show the black woman later on, being like, don't
Yo, Vanessa Williams looks amazing.
Is that who that was?
That is who that is.
Damn.
Yeah.
Hot Tub Time Machine.
What, son?
Like, don't crack out here.
What? Because I was just like,
on the Breakfast Club earlier this week, bro. Still looking.
Yo, I ain't catch that.
Looking like.
I ain't catch. Yo, but so the second thing.
Like when she walked by Craig on Friday, bro.
Because we got to get to that. We got to get to that. But the second thing that I noticed from on social media, it said Candyman is just like every other black person. If you don't call him out his name, he not gonna come to you.
Facts.
Like just you call him, he gonna come.
And you gotta hit it 5 times.
5 times, like you have to really mean it.
Exactly,
you gotta really mean it.
And you could do 4. Wake up the next day and do the 5th one, and he'll leave you alone.
Yeah, that's it.
It's gotta be in succession.
Like you really, really, really have to mean to.
Why the fuck is this nigga calling me? And you show up. He ain't won nothing. Oh, you was just testing.
Nah. We can't have that. We can't have that.
Yeah,
like for 100%.
What? We live in a text before you even contact me generation.
Oh and don't call me after.
Facts.
Yeah.
100%.
Just because I have my phone in my hand, don't mean I'm willing to talk to you.
Yeah. But I think it's box office gold though.
Oh yeah, no.
There's no person in the comment who wasn't like, yo, this movie fucked me up when I was a kid.
Yeah. And honestly, I've never seen the original, but I don't think I want to.
And you know what? I've seen most of them, and he's actually, it's like I don't know if this is his original origin story, but I know one of his origin stories was he was accused of sleeping with a white woman. The town took him out to hang him. Poured something over, I think it was honey, and the bees came and like just attacked all of his skin, and that's how he died and shit.
That's why they got the bees like that.
So that was one of his origin stories in one of the movies I've seen. But Candyman used to be played. I can't remember the actor, was his tall brother.
Oh yes.
Now, I don't know. I want to, since we got a podcast going, I can actually make predictions now and go back to the records and see that shit. I feel like based on that trailer though, I think he was becoming Candyman.
Yeah.
So is it like a prequel?
No, it's more. I think it's more so
a resurrection.
Yes, but like what's the word I'm looking for? Unwanted resurrection, like a spiritual vessel. Yeah. Like Candyman is through him, but he can see Candyman.
So to that effect, I don't wanna. He was just crazy at the end. You know I don't. I would hate that.
I don't think it's gonna be that.
I don't think so.
I don't think it's gonna be that. If anything, I think he's gonna go missing, and like he's truly going to. Him and Candyman are going to meld.
We'll go see that joint opening night.
Yeah.
Report back to the podcast.
Yeah, definitely.
Damn.
Yo, what's the last movie y'all saw in theaters?
Queen of Slim.
For me, it was Bad Boys, but before that, it was Queen of Slim.
Bad Boys. Bad Boys.
Yeah, because I haven't seen anything since then.
I'm not gonna lie, I just be going to see the black shit, bro.
Yeah,
same here, bro.
I really don't.
What else you want from me?
I pulled up for, or not even say white movie, but I'll say Universal Appeal film was Marvel.
Endgame?
Yeah.
Aladdin came after Endgame, right?
Yeah, I didn't go see that though.
I saw that. I was mad. Yeah, I was mad.
I love you, Will Smith, but you should have said no, nigga.
Yeah, nah, there's a.
Should have said no like shit.
Yeah,
Disney trifling right now though. But speaking of Disney, the CEO has stepped down, Bob Iger.
Who was he touching?
See, that's the thing though. I don't think
you don't leave that Disney bag.
But Bob Iger was responsible for the acquisition of Pixar, Marvel, Lucas Studios, 20th Century Fox, Hulu. Like he has brought so many billions.
Is that second camera working?
Oh, it just went up.
Wait.
Movie recording has been stopped automatically.
Now I thought Steve Jobs was responsible for the acquisition of.
No, so Steve Jobs started Pixar because it was originally in Apple Studios, in collaboration with Apple Studios. Oh no, it was a separate company, but Steve Jobs was like in charge.
Producer of
he was the CEO, like co-founder of Pixar. Yeah, Steve Jobs co-founded Pixar. He also co-founded Apple. But then when Disney wanted to buy it in 98, 99, that's when he sold it over and just focused mainly on making this iPod shit. Yeah,
that sounds about right.
Yeah, man. But Bob Iger, he stepped down. He's been there for 15 years. It feels like forever, though.
That's it?
Yeah, it's only 15 years.
Pixar started in like 98?
Yeah. But Bob Iger's been there for, Bob Iger he's done a lot, but he's not like stepping down immediately. He's gonna be there until 2021, and he's still gonna be the president of the executive board. So like, He's not really like gone. Nah. But
so basically, he's going to turn into whoever's in charge now. You make a decision. Call Bob first.
Yeah, exactly. You know, like run it by Bob. Make sure like he's cool with it. You know.
So
yeah.
This feels like a Me Too step away. There is it?
That's what I'm saying.
I don't think so
man?
because one, that's too big.
Is it?
If I was advising somebody in that regard, I'm like, all right, Disney is a big enough company where one, if something in a sexual assault capacity happened, it is a great example for other companies as to, you know, what you shouldn't do and how you can correct, because Disney has an image, and we all know Disney is not going to sacrifice its image for one person. So
not even someone as big as Bob.
Absolutely not, because even though Bob did a lot for Disney is still its own thing. The mouse is powerful.
Well, okay, to that effect, I guess I could see that because of how they did James Gunn.
I was literally,
exactly.
I'm glad he got his job back.
You know, hell, look what they did with Johnny Depp. They got him out of there for.
Did you see that footage with Amber Heard?
Oh yeah.
Johnny like the whole story was not about Johnny.
Oh yeah, no. I mean,
Amber
like
crazy as shit.
Yeah, Amber's definitely crazy. But the thing is, but they still.
No, Amber was like.
It was beating his ass.
Crazy.
Yeah.
She was saying shit to him like, because he was saying you hit me, and she was like, I didn't hit you for real. He was like, what do you mean you hit me? It hurt when you hit me. She was like, I didn't really hit you. Like,
yeah.
She was basically.
She didn't say no.
Yeah, she was downplaying the physical nature of what she did because she's like, you're a guy, kind of like you're a guy. You can't take it or started some shit.
Yeah.
And then so I remember the footage released to him yelling at her.
Yeah.
Everybody thought, oh, Johnny beating people now. So,
No. He just it's like when a man gets fed up. I mean, like it's when anybody gets fed up, you know. But Disney hasn't given his job back as Jack Sparrow. They took him off. They took him off.
Yeah, but how many more Pirates of the Caribbean?
I'm not gonna lie, it made not. The last one made like $600 million.
Damn.
Like
worldwide.
you're talking about Disney, exactly. You are talking about Disney and Pirates of the Caribbean. That is a franchise for them. It's not about whether or not we want to see it. It's whether or not it's when we're gonna see it. Yeah, it's all about when we're gonna see it because you gonna see it. Yeah.
That is facts.
Yeah, no. Disney is willing to just let some things just out there, but for them not to give his job back, even though we know as a public that he has is innocent. Yeah.
All right, I ain't know about all that, but that's a good point.
Yeah, man. So I'm not sure about this Bob shit, but yeah.
Well, we'll see how it plays out. If he hitting the news, he hitting the news. He
True.
hitting the joint hot.
So
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we could leave that topic alone because I don't know much. I don't know shit about that.
Yeah, man.
Sure something's gonna come out.
Mouse got some power though. But yeah, man. Yo, but
yeah, man. Like I said, it's been
there's a lot going on, man. I don't even know about a quarter of it.
Well, who y'all voting for on Tuesday, man?
Warren. Yep.
I'm doing Bernie.
Solid.
Chuck my vote up for that guy.
Yeah. I'm not mad at Bernie, but I really like Warren. Yeah. I really like her.
I just don't feel like she got the swagger.
Word.
Yeah.
Yeah, we really do kind of need that. Like, we need like a Democratic.
Well, the thing
Trump.
is, like, she hasn't. I'm pretty much sticking with people who, when you try to do dumb shit to them, all they do is keep talking about their policies. Like Yang was like that. Bernie was like that. Warren's diverged some from it. In these last couple of debates, she just tried to throw like shots at people and shit.
Yeah.
Which I'm not mad about. But I've always liked Warren. I feel like she'll end up being someone's VP. If it breaks out that way. But hopefully she does well on Super Tuesday. I've donated to her campaign. So
yeah.
I donated to hers, Bernie's, Yang's, Cory Booker. That's it.
I'm gonna see if I can volunteer for whoever's left around June-ish. Yeah.
Honestly, I mean, like, if you don't know what's good now.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't even know who's left.
Man. Yeah, Biden's still there.
Yeah, he's got his.
You know Biden's still gonna be here.
Ross with South Carolina.
Man, who I'm really pissed about is this Bloomberg nigga. Like,
Bloomberg is interesting to me because at first I was like, okay, racist old white man, but then I started looking at all the things he does in charitable contributions towards the black community, and he's actually extremely philanthropic with his own money. And so then I started to assess it in the way of which, where I am right now mentally, I'm like, I don't want to vote for the person that's going to do something for black people. Right. I want to vote for the person that just won't get in the way of what we want to do.
No, that's real. That's real. That's real.
Makes sense. I don't want 3 strike laws.
Like, but that's I feel that's gonna come from him.
Who?
From Bloomberg.
No, the thing about Bloomberg is, and I'm not saying that it wouldn't, but I think that we are in a position where it's like, I don't know if I trust any of them not to do some fuck shit to us.
Oh, that's fair.
And it's going to be out of their own sense of, well, I know this will work. And I'm like, okay, if there's anyone in, as Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez said, it's on a Reference Cup this week. Oh, that beautiful woman. But anyway,
we're going to get back.
She's intelligent as hell. Like, she's so smart. And she said it basically. She said, out of all of the presidents, Bernie is the only one who is responsive to movements. Meaning that when she says, when things get done, it is when activism meets the elected official. When you have, it's like a picture of a dude leaves his house, and as he walks towards the mayor's office, people just getting behind him.
Yeah.
Getting behind him. If he showed up at the door by himself, they shut it in your face.
Yeah.
But if he shows up with 10,000 people behind him, what they want? Right?
Yeah.
And that's Bernie. Bernie is the one, 3-4 people knocking. No, but he is responsive to movements. And so she was right. She was so accurate when she said that, because I was thinking of who else would have been in that, like, wheelhouse. You know, just they see the heat coming and they got to respond. And Bernie is so tied in with activists right now that I feel like he's the one that can most be held to and accountable for what he does once he gets in there. Like, Warren is in the position to just, and I'm not saying she would, I can't speak to the total content of her character, because you never know with politicians, honestly.
That's true.
And to me, it's like, it's one of those things where I don't see any coalition that supports her now having the ability to get in her ass if she's not doing things once she's elected. It's kind of like Hillary did. The mothers of the movements came with Hillary, and yo. Okay. So the mother of the movement came with Hillary, and the mothers of the movement, I don't know what those were. Those were all the mothers who were the mothers of the black people who were killed by police officers. Okay. So that's like Trayvon's mom, Leslie McSpadden, Michael Brown's mom. During the DNC of 2016, they all were out there for Hillary, and they all advocated for her, and that's what they call the mothers of the movement. And now you have a heavy section of, I see a lot of trans support from the black community for Elizabeth right now, LGBTQ period for Elizabeth, women, you know, rocking with Elizabeth. I'm just weary of, like,
can you hold her accountable?
Can you really hold her feet to the fire?
Well, I think she's like Bernie in the same sentiment that you described, because she worked for the CFPB, and that is, you know, that's basically the branch or the government entity that held Wells Fargo, you know, accountable for. Yeah, you know, so
she's also the one died Frank and all that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like she was there. She was literally she was that lawyer. Yeah.
She was my woman crush. You know, she was my woman crush Wednesday for what was it? Women's Day. Women's Day. She was my pick. I put her in IG feed.
And so with that, you know, on her resume, you know, and even with the other stuff, I feel like there's a wariness because it is politics, you know, but I wouldn't have to watch over here as much as I feel I would have to watch over Kamala.
Her record in Senate is as solid as Bernie's.
Yes, and that's why I'm like, all right, you know, if she were to go, you know, because Bernie does have that, like, grassroots, like, yo, we tried this last time, we're gonna get it this time, you know, and like everything that I said last time, I'm doubling down on it. So like, if I really get in there and I don't fulfill it, come see me.
To that point,
Yes.
I say I'm like 95% sure she's going to do what she says she's going to do.
Oh, yeah.
Try to get it done.
Yes.
Bernie, the reason why I say I think he is definitely more responsive to that ground movement. First of all, he was in one in the civil rights movement.
That's true. And
so we've seen him getting dragged by police. So
yeah.
we like, you got a lot of white friends who like to think they would have been out there with us. Or that we would have been out there.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying? That they would have been with us, but let's be real. Bernie got a photo, young.
Yeah.
Photos.
Yeah.
And
it wasn't like all right, come along, son. No, it was like, we about to get your ass out of here.
And he's Jewish.
Yeah.
Trust me, some white Christians in the South would have happily killed him.
Like other whites are really interesting.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's my point. Like, it wouldn't have been like, he couldn't have been like, because I was looking at that, like, now you got your ass whooped sometimes if you was a white person out here helping.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely. Which is really interesting with Pete saying that the
Pete booty check.
Yeah. Because he was saying that the revolutionary activists during the 1960s, I'm not sure what they did basically was right. He's kind of like frowning down on it. Yeah. And it's like, all right.
You also said I wouldn't call Nat Turner progressive. I was like, he's the most progressive motherfucker in the game.
Right, like that is the definition of progressive. Yeah. Whether or not you agree with his tactics, that's a different story and that's a different conversation. But still, I mean, that's what he was trying to do. And look,
they waiting on us.
Look, what they do to us, we gonna do to them. Watch.
Yeah,
and then
that Birthday Days trailer though, they waiting on us.
Man.
They waiting on us.
But
King also got him out the way before that movie came out. People forget about that though. Nate Parker.
Yeah. I was so mad. I was so mad about that, man.
Remember she kept asking about his previous court case?
Yes.
And how he got dismissed for it?
Yes.
He was like, I'm here to talk about my movie.
Yeah.
And she kept drilling him on that shit. So I know.
I was so mad about that.
Worked for it. I'm seeing a pattern. I didn't even know about that because I do not.
Yeah, man. And like, you see how he's not in anything.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, damn. Niggas got calls. Niggas texting.
No, it's Will.
Oh.
Who?
I don't know.
Only Will I know is Smith, nigga.
Pretty sure that's a lie, but.
He said, how long do you think you're going to be in the studio? I'm like, Will, like, Van didn't give me a specific time I got to get out.
Oh, is that his business partner or something?
Yeah, this other dude that is here, so. Oh, yeah, my bad. What was he talking about? I'm sorry about that.
No, you good.
Yeah.
Something about Gayle King fucking niggas up.
Oh, yeah, with the Nate Parker.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm used to her line of questioning, so I wasn't shocked.
Like it was
Queen Leslie dodged that shit.
Man, I still haven't seen the interview, but I'm okay.
It's 5 minutes. It's not long.
Yeah,
I'm good.
Yeah, honestly, because one, did you guys watch the memorial?
Yeah.
I didn't watch it.
Yeah, so let me go and tune in and start crying. I was like, I knew I was gonna do that shit.
Yeah.
Especially when Vanessa was up there. I'm just thinking about it, bro. Man, rest in peace, Gigi, Kobe, and the 7 other victims.
Absolutely, rest in peace.
Shaq and Jordan had me. Shaq told that one.
Jordan with the crying.
Yeah. 7
I heard he was talking about that, man.
Yeah, dog, brilliant.
I always like those. For I just watch those things just to see, just for like the funny moments that tell you about like who the nigga really is. Like
I would notice which meme face if it's used differently now. I'm not laughing at that one.
Yeah,
I know why the tears are there.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
It's something that's beyond Jordan at this.
Exactly.
Yeah. But now when Shaq was like, shit was on at work, and I just came out, and the first thing I seen was this nigga Shaq talking about they was playing on the Lakers, of course, and the other teammates was like, yo, you need to tell Kobe pass the ball. Nigga Shaq was like, yo, Kobe, there's no I in team. Kobe was like, yeah, but there's an M-E in that motherfucker.
Nice, man. Shit.
That's the type of shit I tune into.
I am the office, nigga.
Right?
Hey.
That's good shit. Yeah, we done lost a few.
A lot of black people already.
I mean, niggas die every day, B, but sheesh.
Yeah. Well, he said Sheila coming back to drop more stuff off.
Well, let's get out of here before she asks me to care. I ain't carrying no more balloons.
I mean, shoot. I mean,
we're working right now, so.
Yeah. We could chop this up into like a few different episodes.
Nah.
How long we been recording?
This has only been like 50 minutes.
Oh yeah, you're right. It's literally been like 50 minutes.
I mean, yeah. I'm like, yeah, man. We supposed to just chop it up. We probably probably might have like 25 minutes of shit we can't use.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it real. I had
Mm-hmm.
somebody I had to see after this. We can still keep
So you got a booty call, is what you're saying?
That's pretty much what
You got a dick appointment.
I mean,
is
we
what you're
gotta
saying.
take off. You can.
First of all, nigga, I do not.
Oh, that's gonna kill me in post.
That see, look at you
Good.
fucking up, man.
Good.
All right,
Yeah.
you gotta have this screen there.
I mean, you can take off when you got to.
Yeah, I'll be on it.
She'll be available. What she doing tomorrow?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
What she doing
right
tomorrow?
now,
Look,
I
that's
gotta
all you
go. I gotta go do something for my mom.
What you doing?
Right.
What you doing tomorrow?
Late night screening of the photograph.
No, I feel you. Yeah.
But,
Take it.
I'll be watching My Hero in the morning.
Hey, yo, facts.
Yeah.
And Hayaku? Oh, man.
Oh, you watched that?
Hell yeah.
What?
My nigga.
My boy Deonte.
Yo, with the ups. Yo, man.
I'm waiting for him. We didn't see the full jump because
not yet.
To the practice joint.
Not
That shit pissed
yet.
me off, yo. When he told him to go home, I was
He
like,
said, yo, go home. Oh, man. My man Hinata was about to go. He said, man. Balls to my feet.
Yeah, I love that show.
Now, it's a good show. It's one of the best shonens that I've seen because it's not superhero based, but there's outstanding growth with teenage characters. Like you don't get that enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's one of My Hero's selling points too.
Oh, absolutely. I'm so happy where they are right now. Like just with festivals. Yeah, just do it.
I was there happy to see Aries show up.
Yeah, man.
Girl.
Look at that little red dress on. I was like, oh my baby. Look at her. She's so cute. Like she's adorable, man.
Chisaki had her tortured up, yo.
Bruh. Yo, they were ruthless with this nigga. I'm mad. Man, what's this nigga's name? I can't even think of Decay. I'm just gonna call him Decay. They had a meme of this nigga looking at Chisaki. He was like, if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands.
Nigga ain't got nothing left. Oh, man.
Man, this shit is too much.
Nah, man, what else happened this week, though? So we got the memorial for Kobe. Deontay Wilder fight last weekend. Super Tuesday's coming up.
Where is that thug music coming from?
I know that's ghetto as hell.
We talked music already.
Yeah, I'm really trying to think of what else significant happened. I've seen a movement online talking about gay boys, or not gay boys, bi boys. Yeah.
Huh?
Like bisexual men.
No, I get that. I didn't know that was a thing, right?
Yeah,
now.
like there's just more like awareness being spread about bisexual men online right now.
Hey, more power to them.
Yeah.
I'm not in that category, but more power to them.
Thriving and surviving.
I mean, coronavirus.
Oh, yeah, corona.
We're gonna leave that one alone. Niggas ain't had no soap in the bathroom, so I'm kind of on edge.
Yo, how you have a whole studio with no soap?
Bro,
I mean,
it don't cost but like $5 for some soap.
now you love it.
Yeah, but something like now you about to be with the people.
You know what's funny, though? With the corona joint? So apparently, you can have a joint for 2 weeks, show no symptoms, and still be spreading it.
Word?
It came from Wuhan, China.
Like 2 weeks though?
2 weeks
Before you show symptoms.
before you show symptoms,
And you're still incubating.
and you're still spreading it.
Shit. That's a problem.
It came from Wuhan, China,
Uh-huh.
which is also where China's biochemical weapons facility is located.
So this really is just one big game of Plague
They cooked
Inc.
this up.
Yeah, it's
Bro,
one
what
big game of
flu?
Plague Inc.
Don't make you sick for 2 weeks after you get it, but you can still spread it.
Yeah, nah,
That's like
this
the
is
perfect thing to put into a population. of
this
people.
is a test.
So they said that China, like historically, will always underreport things of this nature.
Yeah.
So basically, they're saying if they're saying 50,000 have died, it's more like 200,000.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, I don't know, man. To me, it's like, 'cause I was thinking to myself, I was like, man, they really, yeah, bro, like, it's a flu.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've also heard from my sister that it's like not anything new. It's just probably like a
Yeah.
new strand of this coronavirus.
Because my cousin, she studied medicine in China actually, And as soon as she heard, she was like, "Oh, it's the coronavirus. You get that from mosquitoes. You get that from bats. Like it's around." Yeah.
It's nothing new.
Yeah. I think it's a new strain of it.
Yeah. And the biggest thing that I saw was like, all right, everybody keeps reporting on this, and the reason why the media keeps reporting on it is because we don't have a proper antidote yet. And in fact, just this week, I want to say it was like yesterday or so, they the CDC said affordability may not be for every American.
Oh
Yeah.
I saw a meme. It was like it said, so if you can't afford the Corona care, right? It was like, so basically, if you're poor, just call on a rich person to see if you got it.
Hey, yo, yeah.
Because you can't even afford to test to see if you got it. If you don't got health insurance.
It is ridiculous, and then people really want to defend our healthcare system. Like, nah, this is everybody can get this.
You know what I realize when people do shit like that? They're not defending our healthcare system. They're just defending America.
Yo, fuck America.
You come for America on anything, we gonna defend America. You got your papers, my G?
Yeah. I'm a citizen.
You got a blue passport?
Yeah. Okay. It says America on it.
I'm just making sure.
Oh yeah, no. I was born in Fairfax.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fairfax.
No. Fairfax.
Fairfax.
I was born in Fairfax.
Niggas talk like that out Fairfax.
Yeah. No, I see this. There's Fairfax because everybody's proper, and then there's Fairfax because it used to be all farmland over there.
This is probably
plantation land.
Yeah, absolutely.
Plantation land.
For
sure, man.
Bunch of yeehaw motherfuckers.
I completely agree, yo. Yeah. Like I said, man, 2020 is gonna be an interesting year total.
Very.
So, what are you guys hoping to achieve with this podcast?
Nigga, you just told me about this like a day or two ago. I'm just here to support the homies.
Wow.
All
right. That is not actually. I can go back and this nigga just told me about this.
We told you about a podcast.
We've been plotting on this for. We've been plotting on this.
That's the real.
We've been plotting
about.
That's what I get.
This nigga talking about bring your equipment.
Don't be acting like we ain't been talking about this podcast for 2 years now.
Right.
We talk about a lot of shit.
That's what I'm saying.
That's why it's comfortable right now.
But you made it like I just conceptualized it.
I'm talking about this nigga literally just told me about this like shooting today. Like
you know how niggas move though. Like you trying to act like
it was actually a whole week ago.
You trying to act like this whole thing is.
And then you gonna be like, oh, bring equipment. Son.
Yeah, bring your equipment.
I'm like, well, damn, that's not happening.
Well, I said bring your stuff if you got it.
Yeah,
it worked out because we needed Walt.
This nigga Walt pulled up with the whole gear.
No, it's still recording. It's still going. Yeah.
All right, yeah, man. Like I say, so I'm talking just in general perspectives. Like, I'm gonna try to get this out once a week. Probably drop this joint Sunday night, right before the world ends on Monday.
You know what? I was gonna say drop it on Monday because the world does end on Monday. Like
it's gonna be either Sunday or Monday.
Okay.
But I feel what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like 11:59.
And I don't see a lot of podcasts coming out on Mondays.
Well, that's my favorite podcast comes out on Monday.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like I get new podcast episodes on Monday.
Makes sense.
No, I see a lot of Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays.
I do see Thursdays.
Yeah.
I do see Thursdays a lot. But no, I think we're solid if we go for a Sunday night drop, Monday night drop, Monday morning type of thing.
Yeah.
Like I said, we niggas, so that won't always be the case.
Oh no, it's gonna be some adjustments.
Sometimes you might just get this joint.
Right.
Hey.
But we'll go SoundCloud.
Yeah.
Got you.
SoundCloud, and we'll upload video to Facebook, YouTube.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I hope this is a nice venue so that we can
keep showing up to this.
Yeah, because I honestly going back to the whole artistry thing. I mean, we're filmmakers. We're all in the industry of it in different facets, and so we have a perspective that not many others have. Just being black men in entertainment, and then two, we have perspectives because of our backgrounds. That allow us to talk at length. For certain topics. So I mean, I think we're personally, we have the right ingredients to make this a really solid.
And like I said, I made the
piece of art.
I agree. And I made the Facebook group so that we can catalog weekly things.
Yeah.
So like I said, it's got to be. I think we have to make a group chat and then transform it into the podcast.
Yeah.
Meaning a collection of things that we've all looked at over the week, we've all analyzed over the week, we've all made a joke about in some form.
Yeah.
We've seen it, we sent voice. It just has to be an interactive space because when we get here, we're kind of just breaking down or remembering, and we all have things that we commonly know that we've all seen. You know,
save it for the podcast. That's the motto.
Exactly. Man, save it for the podcast.
And just like, you know what I'm saying, just so like if a trailer drops, put it in the group chat.
Yeah.
Just make sure everyone gets a visual on it.
Yeah.
Now that you mentioned it, I think I think collectively should be our main goal is, I just feel like niche is always the way to go, and that's just my thing. Cause like, I mean, yeah, we can sit here and talk about whatever and anything for like 2 hours, but like there's certain like podcasts or like artists I go to for different things. Like Walt said, we're all like artists in some capacity, and we're all also niggas. So like, we can sit here and talk about like, Walt's an actor, I'm a voice actor, writer, director. We could talk about film, movies, trailers. And that could be our niche. And then just branch off into like general entertainment.
Because I know I wanted to talk about at least, hopefully next episode, a Parasite.
I still gotta watch that.
Yeah, I mean, same, but I know I haven't seen it yet. No. Niggas have been busy,
I'll get
man.
to it.
Yeah, and plus, on top of that, like I saw links online. I'm like, nah, I really want to pay for this.
I've been fawning over this film.
Like,
Y'all
I
both
want.
been like, fuck Joel.
Wow.
Where was
Really?
the text?
Really?
Where was the
What?
text?
Just fuck Joe, just like that.
Right,
It's been,
wow.
it's been in my Insta story.
Wow.
Do not be on.
I
Facebook.
mean, I feel like Joe has.
I ain't
like,
been on.
I have not been on.
Why does he feel like we hate
Why
him?
you feel like
why
you
feel
the
like
only
we
nigga I
hate you?
follow on the ground?
I ain't say hate. I said fuck Joel.
Wow,
That's
that's
one thing.
Yes,
What I
fuck
meant by
Joel
that
is one
basically
thing.
hate.
What I meant by
Y'all
that
niggas
is
hate
I
me.
like to think amongst my people,
Yeah.
my homies,
Yeah.
my opinion of a film has weight.
Yes.
To the point where you just wouldn't look at a joint and let it sit in the background.
Nah. It's not like
I'm not
sitting
mad
said
at
I
it.
was gonna
I'm
get
not
to
mad
it.
at
I'ma
'cause
definitely get to it.
It was in theaters, select theaters, whatever, right?
Right,
Yeah.
right.
It had a wide release a while ago though. But to that point, it's now streaming.
On.
I think YouTube Red or something like shit like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm about to go. I'm about to go pay for it. Yeah.
Exactly. So like I said, so you guys can check that out.
cool.
And to me, I don't know, cause like
I'm gonna definitely check it out.
Yeah.
if we're gonna make it about
Because
something,
we are film people.
well, that's what
I'm not even saying like films, but I'm just saying like
No,
let's just think.
This is what
try
I
and
meant.
get
That's
niche.
what I meant when I said like we're going to just go in and find the niche
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
amongst the
That's
conversation.
fine.
So this might be like just 7 weeks of us sprawling,
Yeah.
Just talking shit.
talking, and then next thing you notice, it turns into when we hit this segment, we really went in.
Yeah.
Okay, let's open with this.
Yeah.
You know. Like, and then it breaks down the segments where it's like, let's say we do a 2-hour podcast on the average. What have we seen?
We Joe Rogan in this one.
What are we listening? I think all my favorite ones are about 2 hours. If I'm being honest.
And that's a decent time.
Like an hour
1
and a
hour.
half.
I actually, you know what? The ones that I do fuck with, they were 1 hour, and then they bumped up to 2.
Well, sometimes they'll go 1:30,
Yeah.
something like that. I just don't think of an hour as a cutoff.
Nah.
Like 1:15, 1:20s.
Yeah.
Like you can have those 100%. Nothing wrong with that.
I just can't do them Joe Rogan 3-hour joints.
I mean,
Joe be having interesting people on.
and he also has done a lot in his
Plus, he be
life.
smoking weed.
Like, right?
I've not ever like sat through a whole Joe Rogan podcast, and I listen to a lot of podcasts. I'm not gonna
I heard him and
and that
Noriega,
second camera went off.
Drink Champs. I heard those would be 3 hours too. Damn, my bad. I didn't see that one.
Yeah, that's good.
You still got this.
Motherfucker, about to change battery.
I think my three favorite that I listen to I mean literally nigga, like I come home, I'll just say hi to my parents and just put the podcast on going upstairs.
Word,
like,
yeah.
I like joints that I like to learn kind of passively. So most of the joints I listen to is like history, pretty much like history told by comedians. So that way I'm learning and I'm laughing my ass off.
Yeah.
Like The Dollop is a funny one.
I
like
haven't heard of that one.
You would like it, bro.
Yeah.
If you like history, what?
Kevin Hart has Black History by Kevin Hart on Netflix.
Word.
I like the Cracked podcast.
Yeah.
I just like passively learning and like laughing.
I know the podcast that I usually listen. I mean, it's like Joe Biden. Horrible Decisions. There's some funny girls. Some funny.
Wasn't horrible. I gave it like 2 or 3 episodes.
Yeah. But I also like the sex talk that they got because it's a wide variety of topics that they go over. You know,
open stuff.
Yes. But there's also this I guess a collective, but they call themselves Radiotopia, and they produce short stories. You know, and there's one. It's called The Truth. Every like 2 maybe 3 times a month, they give you an original short story. And like some of them are like kind of out there. You know, there's one called Dark End of the Mall. Ooh, it was it's wild. But some of them will focus on like dementia. Like real life things.
Okay.
Yeah.
You probably fuck with. I'd recommend. There's one podcast called Good Luck America and Listcast, hosted by the same comedian, this fat white dude called Adam Tom Brown. Good Luck America is a news and podcast one, and they also have one where they focus on like world news, and then Listcast is just like a bunch of comedians coming to talk about like, top 10 greatest 90s movies of all time, or sitcoms, or candies, just a random assortment of topics, and they just bring like the top 10 and they just like whittle it down. So
like I said, if you guys see something that interests you or piques your interest, or you've seen other people do it, bring it in.
Yeah.
We'll shoot around it. Like, we'll bring it up, like I said, but you got to put it in the group chat. So.
Oh yeah.
It can't be something that one of us has only seen, or like 2 of us haven't seen.
Speaking of which, it's the same thing with these IG baddies, because good God.
I'll have to cut those into the post.
Oh yeah.
But this is audio. You can't all you do is give them the
but those who know, they'd be like, yo, they would agree.
I agree.
There's
too.
a lot of IG baddies out there.
We got a segment out though, because
I cannot. Yeah, y'all know I like women, but
that's
I
an
can't
exhaustive
say
topic.
that is.
No. It's just of the week. It's just the baddie of the week.
I agree.
Just
I want a baddie
mention, and then
the first one's gonna be Stefania.
Stefania.
Yeah.
I don't even know who that is.
Stefania.
You know what I'm about to.
I feel like I tried to get you hit.
Oh.
Maybe it was Mustafa.
Who's her black counterpart?
Yo, that girl AJ Love.
Maybe Bria Miles.
Bria Miles pretty popping. AJ Love. I cannot get enough.
Nah, it's Tabria Majors. Tabria Majors. Oh my God. Oh, and then it's what is her name? Letitia.
Oh,
yes. I've been following her for like 4 years, man. I was just like, yo, this woman beautiful.
Dreams of Africa following that girl. Thick as a motherfucker.
God, oh man. When I saw, and it's funny because since I've been following her for a minute.
When I went into No November, I was like, I can't handle some more.
Yeah, man. Like she posted The Rock, right? She posted The Ring and everything. I was just like, oh, good for her. She probably found some, wonderful, Chris Hemsworth looking motherfucker. Come to find out it's Wayne.
Wheezy F, baby.
What? Wayne out here banging Letitia.
You right.
I just said that like 3 times.
I know you did. I know. I'm saying, relax. All right.
Nah, we're not relax.
I'm
gonna get me some booty.
Nah. You know what? Sit your ass down. Nah, we still recording this podcast. All right.
So look, baddie of the week is a possible segment we throw in that joint. I completely agree with you. I like the idea of a top 10 list. Watch Mojo be dropping shit all the time. We can watch it. You can put a link in there. We both watch it. Yeah. And then we say, if I haven't seen it. Try to get through it through that week. I think those are always going to be interesting conversations. And then, also keep it. We do topical stuff.
Yeah, of course.
I like the fact it's been a crazy ass week.
If T.I. decides to mention himself or his family, we can always comment on that.
Stuff along that nature. When if it's trending, if it's stuff that we've. And I think we need to create I think we need to have, so Facebook, we have one. I think we need to have an Instagram group chat too.
Yeah.
And then I don't really fuck with Twitter like that.
Same.
But Twitter be having like the littest shit. Like I don't fuck with Twitter neither, but
Twitter has no age rating.
Like Twitter is all over the place.
Anything goes except for like crazy malicious shit. But
I see my sister liking porn on Twitter. I'm telling mom.
Oh, you saw that?
I saw that like it was a nigga like fucking his girl, and it was like, this my mood for Valentine's, and I see my sister like it. I'm
wow.
Like, you're grounded.
Isn't your sister a Christian?
I don't know.
Well, aren't you in a Christian household?
Why you snitching?
Yeah. Christians be fucking. How you think?
Right. The Lord said, "Populate the earth." Did he not?
Exactly.
Shit, I'm trying.
So I agree with you on that. Like, so I'll get on Twitter more. I got an account. I've always had an account.
Oh yeah, no, everybody has a Twitter, but it's like.
But
it's
so
fun.
Like I said, all those spaces, man, and then it's and then like I said, once we go in and we have these conversations, we start doing certain things. We see what we have fun with, what we get good conversation from, and then we just take it from there.
Yeah.
And we're gonna be bringing in guests. We're gonna be bringing in people.
Yeah.
Like I want to get Kenny in this joint.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
We gotta get Kenny, Chris.
You gotta get Moose.
Moose for sure. Trevor.
Yeah.
You know, just want to bring people through that we fuck with heavy, and then we have like, you know what I'm saying. Then as we get towards, you know, later in the year, as we start going into production on Broken the Bridge and stuff of that nature, this will be a kind of space where we talk about those moves going forward, and as it comes along and as we do certain things, I want to keep it people on tabs with it through this platform. You know, just have it be something. Like I said, we're working artists.
Oh yeah.
Have a play. Yeah. You know, we finally got to go. We got to finally go see one.
Yeah. when I you know have one up here, I'll let y'all know.
Yeah, exactly. So that we can go see it. Yeah. And if you were good in it, we tell you were good in it. If you weren't good in it,
please, please.
You need to work on some shit, Walt.
Yeah.
I was just saying, man. Like that's what that candid nature. And then, like I said, even the sketches, man. I think we could really get that save it for the pod sketch out the way, yeah. That you know, that save it for the podcast, man. Like I think that's a nice solid little joint. That one take. It's like I see 7 shots in my head. Yeah. And
that's real.
7 shots, minute sketch.
Yeah.
There's gotta be on like some Key and Peele like exaggeration to the point of absurdity type shit. Like,
yeah, of course. You know, like I said, man, I just think
yo, like for real, because I do have this period joke, but
first of all, which one of y'all niggas is having a period out here?
Whoa.
We need to bring a woman in for a period joke. Walt.
Do we? Is it?
I think it's interesting to get some females on this joint too, though.
Oh no, absolutely, yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Women.
Have some
apparently, females is synonymous with bitch.
I still use it.
Yeah. I be saying it, dog. It's just I can't get it out. It's Friday's fault. It's Craig when he came to Debo after he slapped Nia. He's like, "That's a female." So I've always looked at it as this is what you do to stop women abuse. You say this is a female.
It's a female, exactly.
But now all of a sudden it became synonymous with bitch.
You know what?
Then be like, look at these females over here.
You know what?
Girls be like, female what? Could be a dog. Could be a dolphin.
This might be a bad person to bring up at this time, but Louis C.K. had a great bit. He did, but you know he had his joke where he was like, "Can we get rid of racism?" He's like, "Yeah." We can get rid of racism if we really wanted to. We can get rid of it. Like,
facts. Yeah.
We get rid of it in like 2-3 years, right? He's like, sexism isn't going anywhere.
No.
He's like, because women are always going to be like, men, and men are always going to be like, women.
Yeah.
And he's not wrong, man. Because I realize a lot of these conversations about toxic masculinity and all these things, it really comes down to which woman are you talking to? Because some women are like, no, you better hold my door, motherfucker.
Yeah.
You better pay
and
for
it's mad confusing.
I need to stay at home with the kids.
Yeah.
So it's like, it really depends. And then also on the flip of that, it's like, yeah, man, a lot of this stuff is subjective. Like, you know, Trevor Noah had to talk about that where he said he was asking to his staffers, and a couple of them are married. And he was saying, how did this happen? He was like, he used to bring little gifts to my cubicle and all that, right? And she was like, but that's harassment. Right. He's like, what made it cool? She's like, well, I liked them. Yeah. And Trevor was like, well, that is consent. You just have that's really what consent is.
Yeah.
You just allow a person to do something that other people can't do. Yeah. So then it turns into it is something that is very subjective.
Very,
hard to really nail down. Like I have women in my office who will, like, you know, share very candid things, and they'll get close and do all these certain things, and it's none of it sexual in nature, but a part of me is also like, mine wouldn't be either, but if I did it, the perception that you might have of it burns me, and so I just don't. I keep a maintain.
You don't reciprocate it.
Yeah. You know, some women are respectful of that boundary too. They also don't want to be misconstrued in it.
Exactly.
But other people are just in there, you know.
Yeah.
And the same for men. There's some men in there who do extra shit too. Yeah. You know, they don't give a fuck about a Me Too.
I almost got written up for My manager claimed I would have got written up.
Claimed.
Because there's a girl at my job, young joint. You know what I'm saying? She's also
you already
African.
plotting.
No. Like, I'm just breaking it down. Like, back to that whole consent thing. Like, she's also West African from Ghana.
Okay.
And like, I don't know her personally, but like, I feel like we share the same culture. So one day she came to work wearing a tight ass black dress. I seen her. I'm like, yo, that dress, you killing it. You looking good. I tell my manager that.
Yeah.
He's like, yo, she could have you like written up for that. Like, you don't even know this girl. But in my head, I'm like, we're of the same culture. She knows I mean nothing by it.
Yeah.
But like, again, just depending on how she views me, like as a person.
Yeah, that's true.
You could be like, this dirty nigga right here.
Yeah,
Exactly.
and the thing, like, and that's it. But it's all in intent.
It's subjective. It's all
You know,
subjective.
because it's like, how do you prove intent? Because you could have said it just like that, like, hey, like
literally
the
said
black
it.
dress looks good
Literally,
on you.
that's- I was like, ew,
But-
damn, black dress. Like,
But you could have heard, hey, yo, that black dress look good on you. Come in. Like, she could have heard that.
She could have.
She could have heard that, and it's just like it changes, yeah, drastically.
It's like when LeVar Ball was on First Take,
Yeah.
and he was like, and she was like, I forget what Molly said, but she was like, can we kick the conversation over here? He said, you can kick the conversation over there anytime with me.
Right.
And people were like, oh, LeVar, you're so disgusting.
Yeah.
He literally just meant we can switch segments. Like,
Yeah.
he like,
Yeah,
"Oh,
exactly.
you
Yeah,
know, that
yeah.
shit."
It's like you have to remember sometimes it's like it's not like sex isn't always a thing that is, you know.
Well, that situation requires a little bit of sociology because, for instance, right, we say we sexualized what he said because we sexualized Molly on First Take
There you go.
because she is a beautiful woman,
Facts.
a sexy woman, and him adding a tone, even though he meant that, clearly he meant that. But we can even, it leads the way to us to be like, oh, look at him hitting on Molly.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's kind of like, it's in this space where I'm like, it's,
I'm about to dip in a minute.
all right, yeah, you out?
Yeah, but no.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, it's in this space where I'm just saying to myself, I'm like, okay, I get that. I would like to
Yeah.
talk to Molly, you know, respect to Jay. I know she's a married woman, but to me, I'm just like, yo, I'm like, yeah. So a part of you is like, because I'm looking at when they cut to Molly, I'm like, hey, Molly,
Yeah.
and then so LeVar is like, you cut to me anytime, I was like, yeah. And then you know, it's just an awkward pause of the situation and
Yeah.
shit. And you know, it's so funny, see it like ESPN is sexist as fuck. Have you not noticed, like, the women, all they really do is kind of moderate shit and kick the men to yell at each other.
Yeah.
And every now and then, Rachel Nichols has her own show on The Jump where she hosted, and she's the and she's like the host / moderator on that one.
Yeah.
And she brings on men and women, but it's like she's the only one really running it like that. Everything else is kind of like, you be over here, the men are right here.
Yep.
You throw in the question, they bat it back and forth, and you interject when you can.
It's like, isn't that what old girl does on Undisputed?
With Shannon?
Yeah.
It's
They also like to
Yeah.
be that black ride, white
Yeah,
guy.
she don't be saying shit on
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like she's just there. It's like, all right, you know, she introduces it. Boom, that's it. Shannon and Skip go.
I used to watch that show. I'm like, who is this bitch?
Yeah.
What is she doing here? I'm like,
Yeah.
You're not talking into the mic.
it don't matter, bro. Is we still recording?
Yeah, we are.
Oh. Yeah, so I'm like, who is this bitch? It's like,
Yeah. I'm about to say, you can't be that far.
Like, yeah, what's up? Just like, hey, yo, man,
Yeah,
like,
man. But nah, man, like I said, man, so I think as like I said, man, 2020 is gonna be a wild year. I think we did a great year to start this podcast. Honestly, we're gonna have a lot of shit to talk about every week. We're gonna keep it topical. We're gonna try to keep it interesting. I'm cool with wrapping up.
Yeah.
You guys are.
yeah, I think this was
What
a
do we-
good
Yeah,
actually.
no, it was a good first session. Yeah, it's a good first session.
So I did want to talk to y'all about something though.
What's up?
The intro and outro to these motherfuckers.
Yo, I was thinking about that too.
So I personally would like to open every episode with a Rod Sterling monologue from Twilight Zone.
If we gonna do it, gotta keep it short. I'm not even against that.
You know the ones right before he
Yeah,
cuts
it's
his
like-
vein? Picture if you will. Steve, you know,
Yeah.
Just some version of
The
that.
world is not what you think it
Can we put
is.
some nigga on it? Can we have some nigga?
No.
shit?
I think the point of it is not to have.
Oh,
it's like how
we provide the niggas.
Yeah, exactly. It's like how the Breakfast Club opens with.
It's the Breakfast Club, bitches.
Their song is Kurt Cobain's joint. Smells like Teen Spirit.
Yeah.
It opens Breakfast Club?
Yeah, it opens with that song.
Don't they open up with that?
That's on the videos.
That's on like
that's all.
The actual radio.
That's the ending of a clip on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's like, thank you for watching Breakfast. Go But every morning the show starts, they open with the instrumental from "Smells Like Teen Spirit" by Nirvana.
Yeah, I fuck with that. You already know I fuck with Twilight.
So it's like one of those things where it's like I said, we'll see how it goes. But I just think if you guys have any ideas, throw your own out there. Like, if you want to open this with anything,
I actually like that. I think we've talked about this before too.
Yeah.
Like that. So is it gonna be like we're just gonna cut this clip of Rod Sterling saying XYZ from this episode, or are we gonna do it?
What I think, once I finish this one up, it might just be a spasm for most parts, but I think that we can have some sort of theme in his monologues because they're so broad and sweeping.
Yeah.
And just to have like the way he brings it in, and just to do certain things, and there's thousands of episodes, hundreds of episodes of Twilight Zone. So it's just like I said, if we ever run out, we won't
start making our own shit.
Yeah, but I just think like it just be interesting because, like I said, I just think his were always so poetic and just broke down things so succinctly.
Yeah.
And I think just the way it cuts to in the Twilight Zone, and just like just have that sort of go in there. I don't know. Maybe it'd be too much on the nose because like we're not named the Twilight Zone, so I don't know.
I like how it kind of it's kind of in the vein of that whole like the world ends on Monday. It's kind of but I just think like on you personally, it just seems like a lot of extra legwork to have to like go and find. I mean, if you want to do that, then
YouTube clip converter, throw that bitch in there.
No, but just like finding it, because you're talking about like making it relate to whatever the topic.
Oh, I know. I got them joints catalog.
Yeah, all right.
For the most part, but I think because I don't know, maybe too iffy. I don't like the way the Twilight Zone is because we're not named the Twilight Zone. But maybe it's like
well, it can be up until that point, and then one of our voices can come in, or at least like our own intro.
We're gonna fade into the combo.
Okay.
So for instance, I think I might just take a good one.
Yeah.
Like not even a monologue, maybe just like for instance the one I don't know if you've seen that Twilight Zone episode where he survives the bomb blast and breaks his glasses when he wanted to.
And he wants to.
He's like time. I finally had time. Or my favorite joint, Mr. Chambers. It's a cookbook. Mr. Chambers.
We talk about the Twilight Zone a lot, bro.
Yeah, but something like I don't know this episode.
It's a cookbook, Mr. Chambers. He's trying to get off that place, fighting and shit.
Gives me chills every time.
Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe there might be a different way. Like I said, I just think something. Cause I have an instrumental that I bought from Jalen a while ago.
Okay.
That I was gonna use for a cipher, but I'm gonna put that as our intro music.
Oh shit, we gotta do a cipher too.
We gonna do a lot of niggas.
Yeah, we gotta rap because
I'm here for the niggas.
Look, I'm over here gonna be.
Be able to film it here though.
That's fine.
Yeah. We can move this to the crib though.
Yeah.
I do like that idea. Yeah. I have pressing matters to attend to.
What's going to wrap up for you?
Yeah. No, we want to wrap this up.
So this has been the first episode of the World Ends on Monday podcast.
What you say, inaugural?
Inaugural?
Yeah, this is the inaugural.
Iniggural?
Yeah, Iniggural? Well, is that the title of the first episode?
The Iniggural episode. It is Black History Month. Though.
It is.
Yeah. Damn. What is the World Ends on Monday's tagline?
TWEOM?
No,
that's just
what is we going out on. Man, we're gonna figure all this shit out, bro. This episode.
Always take the red pill.
Oh shit.
Save it for the podcast.
Always take the red pill.
But unfortunately, Van Lathan punk ass already named his whole podcast the Red Pill Podcast. After I asked Lewis to drop a dope ass logo with the red pill in it.
Yeah.
2 years before this nigga even became relevant after that Kanye clip on TMZ.
Yep.
But I still respect you, Van.
Well, fuck you.
Fuck that nigga. Fuck that nigga.
Cut to 12 years later. I was like, why'd you feel that way about me? It was like it was the first podcast. But now I think like for instance, on my podcast I watch Brilliant Idiots. I like that joint. The way they ended, if you think we're smart, if you think we're brilliant, you're right. If you think we're stupid, a bunch of idiots don't know shit. you're right too. This has been the Brilliant Idiots podcast. Thank you for listening. I think we need a nice little closure like that. We won't come up with it today, but I think once we get rolling and we really know what's going on, what we want to say, what we're our niche, what it is, then maybe we start to add these things.
Cool.
Yeah.
Intro and that.
Yeah.
But all right. So this has been the inaugural World Ends on Monday podcast. I've been Joel Morris.
It's your boy Louis XV.
And I am Walter Riddle.
And thank you for listening.
Iniggural.